Hello. Hello, hi. I do not recognize this house. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, the quote references these being in every Mages Guild, but like, I think they need to be honest about the fact that they are in every Mages Guild, you know? Hello, Darklight, how you doing? Well, that's good. That's good. Anyway, I'm streaming today because I won't be streaming tomorrow. Um, unless things change. I will not be available, so I thought, oh, well, I might as well just get something done. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I'm on my werewolf because obviously like the new werewolf changes, and so I've been playing basically a lot of him. Um, and I've been doing the Greymore quest line again because I haven't done it in 6 years. I also have some food. So yeah, tomorrow. Oh, thank you, MB, for the pets. Let me do a quick test. Okay, pressing shift does not break my stream, thank God. Um, that was an issue on, what, Tuesday? Yeah. So yeah, here's the lowdown. Um, let's see. No one can relieve me from work tomorrow, unless they think of something, like a superhero comes out of nowhere. I'm gonna have to do back-to-back shifts. So we're talking probably 13 to 14 hours. So I will not be available. I don't think this has happened before, honestly, on a Friday. I mean, like, it's happened before, but I don't think it's happened on a Friday. I've always said when it happened, I've always said, well, at least it isn't going to be a Friday. Well, I mean, I've been employed here 3 years. It was 3 years on the 10th, so yesterday. And I guess it was bound to happen at some point, right? On the plus side, I don't really feel like being optimistic right now. But I'm gonna try. On the plus side, I'm pretty sure those that work Friday don't have to do the bad part of the shift. I think that's only Monday through Thursday. So I don't have to do the part that I really don't want to do. But it'll still be very annoying. Granted, I still have a whole day for them to see if they can find somebody, but at the moment, like, everyone's out, and I'm kind of, the last bastion. I think Saturday and Sunday should be normal. I'll probably skip out on the UESP, because I'll be coming home, obviously, at a very different time. So, that aside, I have McDonald's. I went over and I got it, and I was going to order ahead, but it turns out that you still can't, I guess, order ahead even though they're open later. So I had to order there. I had to drive through, I had to talk to a person! And, like, because of that, I can't use my super cool deals, which means that it was obviously more expensive. I literally just skipped out on the soda. I was like, I've got soda at home. God, these are so expensive. Shit. So yeah, I've been doing the Greymoor main quest. A lot more people are going to be doing this. Because Greymoor is going to be free by the end of the year. I don't know when, but... so... It's going to be... It's a better story than I remember it being. I recall being pretty underwhelmed. Until Markarth. Because... when Markarth came along, I was like, oh, this is the best. But I think that I think it's a good chapter story. There's even some little details that I obviously wouldn't really have noticed before, but I notice now. Such as they go deep kind of into... They kind of touch upon Nordic totem gods and clever men and clever women, and also they explain why Arkay is worshipped in Solitude, because Fëanorian explicitly tells you that the Imperials brought Arkay to Skyrim, and he's kind of gaining popularity. Because you gotta remember that Skyrim in ESO is not the Skyrim in Elder Scrolls V. At this point, the Nords still very much refer to their gods by their semi-original names. Things like Kine, and Stoon, and stuff like that. Whereas, by the time that you played Skyrim, a lot of the Nords are probably going to be using, they're using, like, more imperialized names. They're even referring to Akatosh, right? Which is a big deal. Because at this point in history, Akatosh is not very popular with the Nords. Akatosh has never been popular with the Nords. That changes later on. But the reason for that is because to the Nords, the only, like... When they hear Akatosh, time-related dragon god, their immediate thought is Alduin. And they kind of thought Akatosh and Alduin were the same beings. And they're like, why the fuck are you worshipping, like, the end of days? It's really weird. So, Akatosh was never popular. It doesn't really get revealed until way later on that Akatosh and Alduin are different, but also the same. Alduin is a fragment of Akatosh, most likely, so... So yeah, like a Nord right now, if you were like, hey, I worship Akatosh, they'd be like, okay, you weirdo. The Armageddon god. What the heck? I also noticed that they have a new Greymoor loading screen. I found that pretty cool.
Blackreach, if I were a little younger, I'd love to go with you. Do a little exploring. Ah, well, I suppose I'll stay here in the palace. Work on how to create more of the elixir once we know it's safe.
For all his protestations, Svargrim still modeled solitude after the decadence of the East. A Jarl should live in a longhouse, just as our fathers before us. Still, anyone who can solve our problems can drape their palace in lace for all I care.
How old is Solitude? I actually don't know.
For all his protestations.
I mean, I've said this before. This new loading screen says update 50. Yeah, we got some good new picks. I think the Greymoor one was probably because we're getting Greymoor soon. I mean, it's gonna be free. And by soon, I mean before the end of the year. So, I'm wondering if the storms in the new Skyrim event is going to be if it's going to replace Harrow Storms, because I feel like that could be a problem, you know? I feel like that could be a big problem if people are doing the main quest.
The desperation, the despair. More and more of our people have disappeared or become harrowed while the survivors crowd inside the walls for shelter. If High King Svargrim doesn't act soon, there may not be a Skyrim left to save.
Yeah, I mentioned this before. I really like how Greymoor did the Nords.
You might not know by looking at me, but I once sparred with the entire Dragon Bridge garrison and won. Afterward, I drank them all under the table. Never assume you know the path others have journeyed.
I mean, I didn't say anything. I wouldn't have guessed that, though. But yeah, so, I don't know. The Nords feel very down to earth, and, yes, Leaf, whether on a Thursday, it's important to know that I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, so I'm streaming today. At least as far as I know. So, hi.
A fascinating application of the technique.
No extra weather? I mean, nah. Blame my work. I feel like I'm gonna be, it'll hurt me more than it's hurting y'all. Midnight Barrow's over here, so... Look at him go! Look at that guy go! Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, he's got legs. Whoa. Well, you beat me, bro. Can't take this economy anymore. Games are up $70 and now no Friday weather. Only for this week. Only for this week. I assure you, well, I shouldn't, you know, knock on wood, I guess, but... Come on. Yeah, at least you have the World Cup to enjoy. Did you guys hear about the hybridization thing in ESO? I've been pretty up to date with everything ESO is doing, but that just completely caught me off guard. I don't recall them even talking about that. You know, class mastery and all this stuff I know, but hybridization definitely came out of nowhere for me. They did talk about it? Okay, well, I must have gone over my head. I was like, not lore thing, I don't care. It was very brief, but it was mentioned back when they were revealing the Season 0 roadmap. Like, I tried to go over it so much, I guess it is inevitable that something would fall through the cracks. What does everyone think about that, though? I'm a bit confused. If people like it, I'm kind of confused. You have no real interest in it? It's not going to change how you play? At least you don't think so? I mean, isn't it mostly, like, isn't the foundation of it that skills will no longer be attribute specific? So, like, if you have a lot of magicka, it'll cost magicka? Isn't that pretty much what it is? Whoa, whoa, I'm a god.
Unnatural witch stories. Nothing but reach stories, mark my words.
I don't think you're the first to catch it.
See, like this costs magicka, this costs stamina, but no, now it's just going to be like, oh, it's going to cost your highest resource. So I wouldn't be, like, forced to pick a certain direction because, like, oh, I'm a Stam Den or a Stam Blade. I mean, that's how I understand it, and I have no real opinion on it, but like, my perspective is, if everyone was complaining about subclassing, and they're like, oh, but being class specific is so important, then, like, doesn't the same logic go towards being, like, skill specific? It's like, oh, now there's no reason to focus on a certain attribute anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm being dumb. Because, I don't know, it surprised me. A lot of people were actually pretty excited about, like, being restricted.
Please don't make me do this.
You don't know enough about it yet? You're stubborn in your playstyle? I mean, honestly, it's just going to be beneficial, I think, for people that, you know, because you get to choose whatever skill you want, I guess, but I feel like the response that happened with subclassing surprised me, where people were just kind of like, no, we like being restricted, and I'm like, okay, well.
Don't take all day.
I also notice people complaining about ESO changing stuff too quickly. ESO is changing a lot, but I think that we should keep in mind that they've probably been wanting to do these changes for a while, and now that the chapter leash is off, they're kind of going crazy with it. I think that it'll slow down eventually, but they want to make the game like, they want to, like, if they do like further bigger expansions, they want the game to be good for everybody, and then they can start producing like big new zones that attract people, and they can like put the gameplay stuff in the zones. Let's put rumors in this zone. Let's put dynamic events in this zone. But they need to build the structure first. Kind of think of it like a rebirth. So that's kind of how I see it. You ever been a fan of hybridization at all? Like, you've never been a fan of hybridization? Like, never? I'm a variety streamer, aren't I a hybrid? I feel like these changes they've wanted for a while. Right, yeah, see, that's kind of what I mean.
Ugh, I hate being treated like I need protection. But Lyris is right. Fen and I will just get in the way if a battle breaks out. Clear us a path to the Undergrove. Then we'll catch up with you. Ugh.
Go on. You and Lyris deal with any hostiles and find the Undergrove. Then we can finally test the elixir.
I already know how. We're gonna give it to Lyris. Lyris is gonna be our canary in a coal mine. More skills, yo. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Stop abusing canaries. I do not condone canaries in a coal mine.
Come on, let's clear a path for the others and find this Undergrove. In addition to the refined netherroot brew, Fen needs information on the Ice Reach Coven medallions. Plus, we're hoping to learn more about the big storm.
Why are we going through this dialogue?
Help Fen and Svanna at the other camps, then meet me in Solitude.
Yeah, this is a bug. This dialogue should not be here. That is not something that happens often, actually, like at all. Here, having like a dialogue bug like this.
I suppose congratulations are in order. Just remember, we still have a long way to go to end the threat of the Grey Host. For now, let's get back to the Blue Palace. I'll meet you there.
Correct with regards to the game, you always prefer when weapon choice actually matters. See, that's kind of what I mean, though. Now, it feels like they're making stuff matter less, right? They did the same with subclassing, where they were like, now your class doesn't matter, and now you're like max resource, your weapon doesn't matter. I mean, it matters. It matters because like we have the weapon perks, but and it also matters like depending on. Like, if you're ranged or if you're melee. But I feel like... Did anyone really ask for this? I haven't been listening out. Has anyone been asking for this kind of hybridization before? Like, I've heard a lot of people complaining about stuff, but this really isn't it. In fact, I'd be pretty scared to do something like this during a time when people are actually pretty okay with what I hear about mastery and werewolves. Hi, Trodna. Speaking of birds, you witnessed a bird beatdown yesterday morning in which the sparrows jumped the old cardinal male that visits your feeders every morning. What would he do? That's so mean. Okay. Oh shit! I don't have any skill points. Oh, what a time. Okay, you just wanted food. I've seen a lot of little birds beat up on bigger birds. It's wild. Up, failure. So I watched a thing from Ninja Pulls and is it Calamon? I watched their videos on the werewolves, and so I learned that whereas werewolves are better, I learned that actually, this is probably something to keep in mind. Generally, people don't want more than one werewolf in a group. At least it's not like important, because werewolves bring like special buffs to the group now, and they don't stack. So it's like the perks that werewolf brings to optimization. I mean, it's perfectly fine to have more than one werewolf, I'm sure. You know, just for if you're doing like, if you're not doing something serious. But if you're trying something serious, from what I hear, it's not the best decision. You set up a separate feeder for him? Oh, thank God, thank you. These skeletons seem to have a lot of blood. I'm hearing it. Crunchy bone sounds. Calcium, guys, calcium. Crap! I accidentally unwerewolfed myself. I was trying to activate my ultimate. Hold on. There we go. We're almost there. Bits of bird food, one labeled standard, one labeled cardinal. He gets his own bird feeder. I don't know how that like works. I mean, I'm sure other birds are probably gonna try to eat out of it. I don't know. I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna nom 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 nom. That's what I call lunch money.
I'll go back and get.
No need. We're here.
The princess insisted.
We followed
I look
the
so
same
done.
distance and only advanced after you cleared the way. From this point on, we stay together, and that's an order.
Yes, what she said. Now, let's enter the Undergrove.
I know this is our best course of action, but I can't help worrying about Lyris. I'm not sure I can forgive myself if something happens to her. No. We need to test the elixir. Lyris volunteered without hesitation. She's a true hero. Still, to know she might die to help my homeland, that's not easy for me to live with. I know that. My parents have
Put those on
been
sunflower
pounding my
seeds?
head since I was a little
You made a
girl.
sunflower seed mixture?
But I never want to take those kinds of decisions lightly. Let's get moving.
Well, I hope that it works out. I'm a little bit too close.
So this is the place. The Undergrove. According to the orders you found, the Grey Host is experimenting with Harrowstorms in there. Ah, you should go first. Then we'll find a spot to test the elixir.
I'm like, we already know how we're gonna do it.
Let's go inside and get this over with before I change my mind. You know, I tried to convince Fen to add some meat into the mix, but he totally ignored me.
Well, maybe it would have messed with the alchemical properties.
It needs to be done, and I'm the logical choice. King Yoren sent me here to help Western Skyrim. If that means drinking Fen's concoction and possibly becoming a mindless Harrowed, so be it. Look, I was once a prisoner of a Daedric prince. If we get out of this, remind me to tell you about that sometime. As for now, I trust Fen. The elixir will work. We just need to have a little faith.
I'm not a new character, you know. This character hasn't done the main quest or anything like that, so. You've, like, adopted the birds? You are the bird king. I love how I open doors. It keeps unwerewolfing me. Also, did y'all notice that, like, the challenges went, like, way up? Challenges now go, like, to 12 instead of 6. I mean, like, you don't have to complete them, but it makes me wonder if people play this game way more than I do, because it's like 12 just seems like a little bit extreme. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to give more variety. It's going to do the exact opposite, because if you don't finish it, then it's just going to carry on to the next week, and you're going to be looking at that challenge for, like, ever. I don't know. They should give an option to, like, get rid of a challenge.
We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harrowstorms.
Honor me with your presence,
Nope,
my king.
I'm being a little bit loud.
Grey Host.
This Harrowstorm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
That's the leader of the Grey Host.
Have we heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for harvest.
Rada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra. Should we postpone the test?
Certainly not. The holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
This is a bad idea. We barely got out of Zingalis' clutches with our lives, and now Svanna wants to take on 2 of them. It's madness.
Like 2 of the main ones.
We need to test the elixir, but maybe we can put an end to the Grey Host here and now by taking out 2 more of its leaders. It's a long shot, I know, but we have to try.
Ah. I like how they they already say, like, have you heard from Solitude? Which, you know, I didn't think twice about that. Definitely when I did the quest first, but at least I don't think I did.
2 Grey Host leaders. This is an opportunity we can't let slip away.
Okay, well, as long as I don't get unwerewolfed.
Who dares intrude? You, the murderers who killed our beloved Singalis.
Me.
You're about to join him.
Oh shit.
Impudent mortal. You will pay for your crime.
Lyris. Yeah, see, that was dumb.
The rest of these girls.
Allow me the honor of spilling their blood.
Very well, sweet sister. Join me in great tasks.
He said the thing.
This harrow storm, lay the flesh from your bones.
Svanna, no!
Oh, she just drank it. Oh, she drank it. Oh shit, I don't remember that.
See to Lyris, Fen. And pray your elixir works.
Ah.
Do its job.
Well, she doesn't sound great already. Oh hey, I gotta die! And now you're gonna die.
Kill my brother. For that, you die.
You might be bigger, but I'm updated. He said Greymore, roll credits! He said it, he said it. Come on. Ah! Ah! I think this should do a lot. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It's doing a lot more. She's under 25%. Nice. Yeah. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Ahem.
I think it worked. I stood in a harrow storm and nothing happened. Fen's elixir is a success. And we took out another one of the Grey Host leaders. We've done good, my friend.
Well, hold on. I want to talk to them to see if they say anything about it.
Svanna's as stubborn as a Skyrim winter. She's definitely got the blood of a Jarl coursing through her veins. I'll be fine. Go check on the princess.
Lyris will be alright. She's as strong as a mammoth and twice as mean. But Svanna, she was exposed to the full effects of the Harrow Storm. Check on her while I finish up here.
I think it worked. I stood in a harrow storm and nothing happened. Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir as possible and distribute it throughout Solitude before Rada Alsaran's massive harrow storm hits. I also want to find out who in the city is helping him. Let's meet back at the Blue Palace. Once my father understands that we have
Okay, so
a way
she
to
did hear
protect
that.
against the harrow storms, he'll have to take us seriously. Let's get back to the city as fast as we can.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, this, like, the Jarl's part in this is pretty obvious, but something that like, both Greymore and, like, High Isle did was they acted, like, just so stubborn about, like, don't trust anyone except for this one person that we're for some reason never even suspicious of, you know? It's like, who in Skyrim, who in Solitude could have been an informant? And also, for some reason, the Jarl is being really unhelpful. You know. I mean, I like it when they at least cast some doubt on the character, like, you know, so that you don't feel like everyone involved in the plot is really fucking stupid.
I know, right? It happened so quickly. When we confronted Rada Alsaran and Exarch Ulfra, the vampire lord blasted Lyris with his magic. When I saw her fall, I knew I had to act. It certainly gave us a fighting chance. When she called forth the Harrow Storm, I grabbed the elixir from Lyris and barely thought about what I was doing. I just drank it down and walked into the storm. I don't disagree, but somebody had to do it. There wasn't any other option. And I'd do it again. My people are counting on me.
I mean, a switch around could be nice, you know? Like... But I don't know. If you do a switcheroo, it's gotta be very, This is clearly a very evil person that's just like it's court jester or something. It's gotta be done right, as in, like, the motive and everything needs to really, really work. Because otherwise it just kind of feels shoehorned. Also, so much media fails to do this, but if you have like if you've got like a character that reveals themselves to be evil, do not have them suddenly act evil after that, because it just feels like they were possessed, you know? It's like when you have a character that's suddenly like, that's right, I'm evil, they're suddenly like acting like a completely different character. And I get that they're like keeping it under wraps or whatever, but I feel like you have to make it more believable. Like, you have to still maintain the crux of the character in the evil version of the character. There needs to be motivation, for example. You know? You got cayenne pepper in your eyes. I am sorry. You should wash them out. I remember when that happened to me. I don't remember if it was cayenne pepper or if it was another kind of pepper, but it was this type of flaky pepper that it was like a spicy pepper that we had like grind on our pizza, and I took a bite out of it and I snapped the bite back. The pizza wasn't hard or anything, it's just the way that I pulled back on the pizza and it flew upwards and then landed directly in my eye. Like this flake of pepper. And it was a sensation. I don't remember what year this was. I would say maybe 2016 or 17. We were let's see, what were we doing? We were watching MLP on Netflix. and I was like, I didn't want to interrupt the show, so I was like, I just very, very casually, I was like, can you pause it for a second? You know, just very, very calmly. I was like, I got some pepper in my eye. You know, like deep down, I was screaming. Like, it was so painful. I could not see, but I was just like, was in so much pain that I reduced myself to just being calm. I was like, I need some help. I've got pepper in my eye, and it really hurts. Some bird food you have to spice with cayenne to keep squirrels out of it. Ooh, okay. Anyway, it washed out pretty quickly, so... yeah. But it was very, very, very painful. Ugh. Because it's like, one, you have something in your eye, and two, it's pepper.
You go on ahead. I'll make sure Lyris gets back to Solitude.
Tell me, do I have a new scar?
Ha!
Enough with the coddling. Let's get back to the Blue Palace.
Okay, so I'm just gonna port there. Oh, cool. I'm just gonna port there, but... oh yeah, by the way, this is just the teleport animation. Yeah, we're gonna, see the plot twist that nobody saw coming. Plot twist ahead. Okay. By the way, don't turn into a werewolf in the cities. I learned that. People get mad. Here's someone else from Gay Argonians. They wanted me to join their guild, but I was like, I don't, I don't have space, for one thing. See, you can see what difficulty people are playing on. You can see this person's playing on seasoned. They're all three on seasoned. Are they questing together? Oh my god, like a bunch of newbies questing together. Look at them. They're all wearing, like, armor from the zone, I think. Not quite so sure about that one. But maybe Because the shoulder armor doesn't look familiar to me. I think they're using alchemists though, so I don't know. But they're definitely like questing together. Birds can't taste spicy stuff, so I don't notice it. Interesting. Confirmed, I'm not a bird. What is that? Oh, it's a Lorba. I just saw the glow on the table. Like I saw the white glow on the table, like the very, very light one. I was like, what? Is that like some kind of like ingredient? Brothers of War. Nice. Remember, the second Akaviri invasion was the Kamal, not the Seishi. Sometimes I think even Zos forgets.
We need to do something. Don't test me, Redharn. I know exactly what I need to do.
Why is this guy so helpless? Doesn't help us at all.
I'm not comfortable in such surroundings, but I'll endure. We need to convince the High King that the elixir works. And then we have to make a lot of it, and quickly.
He's my father, but he never listens to a word I say. Maybe you can get through to him. You have to try.
Why me? The guy hates me.
Svargrim has the manners of a rabid hawker. How do his people stand him?
Because he tells it like it is. He's not afraid. No, honestly, he sucks. He like sucks in every regard. He doesn't help anybody.
High King or not, we have to make Svargrim listen to reason. He sees conspiracies in every shadow, but refuses to accept that Princess Svanna has something that will actually help our people. The man makes my blood boil.
If the High King plans to stay on his throne, then he needs to lead. This inaction is infuriating. If he won't do something, then he should step aside, and the sooner the better.
What's your opinion?
Speak your piece to the king and be done with it.
Okay.
I need to clear the hall.
Alright.
Something is off about all this. Svargrim has always been stubborn. But now?
You guys aren't true Skyrim patriots, it seems.
Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What's next? Will my beloved wife return to accuse me of some heinous crime? Well, get to it. Tell me about Svanna's miraculous elixir before I have the lot of you tossed out. You represent my most hated enemy and expect me to believe a word you say? Even if you speak true, worms have found purchase in the wood and seek to rot my kingdom from within. I will not let Solitude and the Western Holds fall.
I like how he didn't even get mad that his daughter tested this dangerous elixir. He's like, eh. It's like, whatever. He's also like, go ahead, tell me. Try to convince me. And then I just kind of told him, and he's like, ha! You expect me to believe you?
Trust Svanna. Perhaps. No. Your honeyed words are but echoes of my most obstinate foes. You offer a miracle with one hand, while holding a poison dagger in the other. Hell, I need no help from the likes of you.
Don't be a fool, father. This elixir will save our people.
I didn't think you had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this miracle elixir. The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrowstorm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for all eternity.
I should have sensed it. Svargrim's a vampire.
Svanna.
Not now, Lyris. I need to think about this.
You could have gone for the head, Lyris. He was right there. He was talking for a long time. That's gonna haunt you for like 5 years.
It must be some sort of trick. The High King would never betray us. Would he?
Honestly, that's a valid and realistic perspective that it would be a trick, but no, it's not.
How can this be? The High King sacrificing his own people? It's so hard to believe.
Svargrim, you bastard! People are dead. A hold's destroyed. And our High King had a hand in it? How will we survive this betrayal?
I should have suspected, sensed something. Svargrim has taken the curse, become a vampire. And he's working with the Grey Host. This is bad, my friend. Very, very bad.
I mean, even though this, when I did this 6 years ago, almost probably exactly because it came out like in late May or early June. So when I did this, oh my god, look at this guy! This guy looks awesome. When I did this that long ago, even though I saw it, I didn't see it coming necessarily, having him be a vampire or whatever, but I definitely saw him as definitely like being complacent or being on the side of the Grey Host or something. But the scene was very memorable because I remember being in the courtroom and then there's the reveal. It was very chaotic. I mean, it was a memorable story, at least, because I still remember where it goes from here, even though I've done this just once in my life.
I knew there was something wrong, but this? How could Svargrim throw in with the Grey Host? It's brazen, even for him.
I mean, I wonder when that happened.
Svargrim's a bastard, but King Yoren believed he had the best interest of his people at heart. Obviously, something changed. And with Solitude targeted for a massive Harrowstorm, things have gotten more complicated. Not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting the people from the Harrowstorm. We just need to distribute it. In the meantime, take this. It may not seem like much, but you earned it.
Cool bow. What, the legendary weapons of Solitude? I don't actually know what those are. Weapons of Solitude. Does that mean we have to make sure that everyone can drink the elixir? Not only that, but for some reason Nords at this time are really, really superstitious. At least Nords in this area are super superstitious. I don't really know why. It doesn't really even come into play too much from what I remember. It was just a tenet that they really tried to make clear for this DLC. They were like, the Nords are superstitious. They probably aren't going to want to drink this, I mean, you could say that it's safe and that it'll save you or whatever, but they're going to be like, elixir no maskers. They're going to be like anti-maskers. I ain't going to drink this. I don't even know what's in it. You're just trying to get into my mind.
Father, how could you?
I should have suspected, sensed something.
Yeah, honestly, I wonder how he masked that, Emperor Palpatine over here.
My father, working with the Grey Host. How long has he been a part of this? Did he have a hand in Mother's death? And what has he told them? It's almost too much to bear. And then there's the Harrowstorm. My friend, I don't know what to do. You're right. I know you're right. It's just... He's my father.
This girl's life sucks.
No. I have to focus. There's a Hera storm coming. We have to save the city. That's what's important right now. I'm not sure we can. But we can make more of Fenn's elixir. Get it into the hands of the people. We need more of Arkay's sacred oil, though. We'll have to take it from the supplies stockpiled at the Temple of the Divines.
They've taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen? What are you talking about?
The Grey Host. They came out of nowhere, captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf. We're locked out!
Then the sacred oil.
Janitor! I need to get down there!
Follow him! Now, soldier, tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, we're supposed to... Oh, okay.
Despite this turn, Svanna has the right idea. Our best bet is to retrieve the sacred oil, make more elixir, and distribute it before the Hera storm strikes the city.
Go on. Go see what the situation at the temple is. We'll catch up. I'll wait for Svanna and make sure nothing threatens her.
As long as the Grey Host controls the temple, we're cut off from the supply of sacred oil. It's imperative we get our hands on that oil, and quickly.
I wonder what she thinks of Arkay.
This is bad. It's Carthwatch all over again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. This is probably triggering for you.
We may have waited too long. The High King revealed his true colors, and Solitude begins to fall. If they're already inside the city, there may be no way to stop them.
They surprised us, attacked without warning. We barely got out of there alive before they sealed the gates. I don't know. It happened so fast. One moment I was patrolling the courtyard. The next I was fighting for my life. They were everywhere. A few of us barely managed to get out before they sealed themselves inside the temple and the tower. Now, who knows how those monsters think? It's like they're waiting for something. As soon as I got out, I ran to the palace as fast as I could. Now I really ought to give the princess my full report.
Good guard. It's fun to see and weird. Like, everyone's shocked, but vampires can teleport? Wait, what do you mean? I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, is that I think they're just surprised that they came out of just nowhere. Vampires, yeah, vampires can teleport inside. Yeah, I mean, they didn't say they did, but... Oh. Okay, okay.
We're done. The Grey Host has found a foothold. Now the city is lost.
Everyone gives up so easy.
On your feet, Sorthane. We have work to do.
Yes, Princess Svanna.
I didn't want to believe it. But the temple gates are locked. And without the sacred oil, I can't make more of the elixir. Talk to the Sword Thane and see if he knows what's going on in there. Nowhere close by. Only a High Priest of Arkay can prepare the sacred oil. And the High Priest here in Solitude turned over his supply to Svargrim. Now it's locked in the temple. In retrospect, that was probably part of Svargrim's plan all along.
Yep. Which is pretty clever, but, you know.
Well, the soldiers spoke true. The temple gates are sealed shut. If the Grey Host's forces are inside, I wonder what they're planning. Talk to the Sword Thane. Maybe he has more information.
The Sword Thane. He was a constant presence when I was growing up. Always so strong and brave at my father's side. I've never seen him this distraught. I don't think Athlet was involved in my father's treachery. At least not knowingly. If he can pull himself together, I believe his loyalty is to Solitude, not my father. Regardless, find out what he knows about the situation inside the temple.
I apologize for that display. Tell the princess, tell her it won't happen again. You need to understand. I pledged my sword and my soul to the High King. We all did. And he betrayed us. Nothing good, I'm sure. The Grey Host appeared out of nowhere and cut down my soldiers. Only a handful were able to escape before they sealed the gates. Svargrim made us fortify the entryways. The bastard knew he'd lock us out.
Look how big Lyris is compared to this guy, by the way. It's like, Lyris, can you duck down so you can get in the frame?
Not that I can think of. But what does it matter? Svargrim brought the Grey Host down upon us. He's bringing a Harrow Storm. We need to evacuate the city while there's still time. Some of us will survive if we flee now.
No, I know why. I'm just saying. Like, it's just so funny how she's just cut out of the shot.
That's unacceptable, Sword Thane. If we can't get the sacred oil to make more elixir, then we have to stop the Harrow Storm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other Harrow Storm they summoned.
Of course. Blackreach. The Grey Host must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around Western Skyrim. Why not launch their attacks from there?
Then we're going back to Blackreach. If the witch pikes are there, we'll destroy them.
Lyris can crush you at any time. You're not safe. Anywhere. From Lyris.
Blackreach. Suddenly every legend and camp story from my youth has returned to haunt us. While you and the others charge into the Dam Abyss, I'll prepare the city. We'll do what we can to keep the people safe. I'll rally my remaining soldiers and organize the city guard. We'll get everyone into the Blue Palace and defend them from there. I know it won't protect us from the Harrow Storm, but we'll be able to hold off the Grey Host if they decide to attack. And you as well. Find those damn witch pikes and destroy them before we're all turned into mindless husks. Or worse. And keep the princess safe. We need her.
I like how my question's like, talk to the prophet. Wait. There we go.
Yorin sent me with a warning for Solitude. Now I'm about to march into the starless depths of Blackreach to try to avert a massacre. How do I keep getting myself into these kinds of situations? I thought you knew me better than that. Taking on the impossible challenge, beating the unbeatable foe. This is what I'm good at. So yes, I do have to do this. And we're going to win. We have to.
I'm like, what do you think about my King Sword? Like, what do you think? So, yeah, what do you think of that guy? He's a cool guy, isn't he?
Svargrim. To cast his lot with the Grey Host, become a vampire, threaten his own people with a Harrow Storm. It's madness. One thing's for certain. We have to stop him.
I hit my head. How do we stop a Harrow Storm?
One step at a time. First, we make our way down into Blackreach. Then we find the ritual site. It must be right beneath the city. We smash witch pikes and kill as many Grey Host bastards as possible. After that, we pray to Kyne and hope for the best.
I think her mother was a giant. Or a half giant. And her dad wasn't? Her father was a giant, her mother wasn't. Okay.
empire. He sat on his throne, pretended to mourn for my mother, and said he had a plan. But all the while he was preparing the city for the Grey Host. He's worse than a monster. He's a traitor and a liar. I know. It's just... Look, we were never close. Not really. But he's my father. My king. What about you? Could you do it? Could you confront and maybe even kill one of your parents?
I mean, you don't have to come along. Well, let me see some. It's weird though, because when you do the quest in the main quest where she sees her father, they just use the standard Nord model form. That's what I was wondering, because I remember seeing her father, and that's why I was like, he couldn't have been a giant. Okay, hold on. Lyris was born to Alir Goldenhair and the giant-blooded Nord Jaldur. They don't necessarily say giant, but giant-blooded. Her mother died during childbirth, leaving her father to raise his considerably large infant daughter alone. Because it makes it sound like he just had the blood of giants within him, and he wasn't a giant himself. Wow, this also needs a lot of updating. This page also needs a lot of updating. This Saisa Han's page? What the heck? Okay. Alright. So, giants and humans are related, so it works either way. I'm trying to think, like, what would my character say here? What would he say? I'll just go with I'm not sure. It's like I'm playing that 20 questions game.
An honest answer. And so much like my own.
But you gotta be sure soon, lady.
But does my indecision put the people I'm sworn to protect in even more jeopardy? I need to think about that.
Yep, you don't have time to think. Indecision.
I'm going to do whatever I can to stop the Hero Storm and save Solitude and its people. After that, we decide what needs to be done about Svargrim.
I like how she doesn't even, like, call him my father at that point. She's just like, Svargrim, that guy. Yeah.
As a junior member of House Ravenwatch, I never expected to be in the thick of things like this. I have to say, it's a tad overwhelming.
Let's see, what's the theory about giants? The theory is that, like, it was about intelligence and size, like, I forgot where I found it. There's a book about it. About how, like, they got larger sacrificing their intelligence, and some maintain. Obviously, like, the Nords would maintain their size and maintain their level of intelligence. I would assume that they're both from Atmora, you know, but like different strains. One goes one direction, one goes the other. They seem to speak some form of what feels like some form of ancient Atmoran language.
Am I looking forward to going back to where Singalis experimented on me?
No, not exactly.
Not even remotely. But I want to see this through to the end.
I mean, it'll be a different place.
I need to. The Grey Host can't summon the Hero Storm without performing their ritual. And we know that requires witch pikes. So there's that. Plus the usual assortment of coven witches, vampires, and werewolves, I suppose. Nothing we can't handle, right?
Yeah, especially since I, am one.
I had hoped to secure the sacred oil and make enough elixir to distribute throughout the city. We're running out of time. Our best bet now is to find the ritual site beneath Solitude and stop the Harrowstone before it's unleashed. You're absolutely right. Especially after we found evidence of undermining down there. All I can say is that we were focused on other things. Let's go and save the city now, all right?
I'm just like, are we blind?
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two.
Okay, so it just wants me to go to Blackreach. I don't remember. I would assume like maybe Castle Greymore, right? I mean, that would make the most sense. Remember, Night Market is ending soon. I think like in a week, I think. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Here we go.
That's ominous. And, unless I miss my guess, it's directly under Solitude.
That's Greymore Keep. House Ravenwatch has been investigating the place, but I haven't heard anything from our operatives as of yet. I suggest we proceed with caution.
I know Gwendis is around here somewhere.
Did you know there was a castle down here? Right underneath Solitude? It's disconcerting to think about, to say the least. Lyris has been scouting while we waited for you, and she just got back. Talk to her and see what she found out.
We like the idea of some evolutionary history in Nirn occurring outside of just the gods did it. I mean, the Bretons are, an intermingling of Need and Elf. Gods didn't do that.
That's our target. The ritual site must be somewhere inside that horrid structure. I scouted the area before you arrived. It's full of Grey Host forces. And from what I could tell, Svagrim and Rada al-Saran are both inside. Not so fast. If we rush down as a group, they'll be on us like a snow bear on a horker. You go ahead. Try to cross the bridge to the main entrance. It's well guarded, but you're more than capable. Or you could try the alternative. There's a sluice gate in the outer courtyard, tucked away against the keep's eastern wall. The few patrols in that area can be avoided if you're stealthy. Opening the gate requires a key, but that should be simple enough to find. You know your strengths and weaknesses better than I do. Play to those. But whichever path you decide, move quickly. We need to find the ritual site and deal with the witch pikes before they unleash the Harrowstorm on the city. Cross the bridge or use the sluice gate to get into the inner courtyard.
Sluice.
Find the keep's side entrance east of the main stairs. I'll stay with Svanna and Finn. Make sure they don't get themselves killed. We'll meet you inside as soon as we can. That's a good question. I didn't see anything when I scouted the exterior, so the witch pikes must be somewhere inside the keep. I expect that once we find Svargrim and Rada al-Saran, we'll also find the ritual site.
Sounds convenient enough.
Lyris takes command of a situation so easily. I wonder if she can teach me how to do that. Anyway, do be careful. We'll stick close to Lyris and meet you inside.
Stay calm, stay calm. Lyris knows what she's doing. As long as we stay by her side, we'll be all right. Won't we? Never mind me. I'm just trying to come to terms with the plan that has us rushing headlong into a fortress full of Grey Host warriors. What? Of course I do. I need to see this through to the end. The same as you and Svanna. The Raven Watch doesn't leave a job half done. Besides, if I quit now, what Zingalis did, he'll win. Now, let's go before I forget everything I just told you.
So I could go through the main gate. I could cross the bridge, or I could use the sluice gate. Anyway. So I don't understand how that works sometimes. Alright. This isn't gonna work particularly. I'd have to be really, really, really fast. Ah, nope, didn't work. Oh well. Hey! Oh, that's right, I could just use that. There we go. And go. Did I just scare them to death? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I still don't understand the mechanics of that because it should have used an animation, but it's not what it did. Alright. It probably wouldn't work on you, would it? You're a shielded enemy, so... I'm gonna bring my A game here. Here we go! Almost there. Almost. Come on. Alright, here we go. Chomp. Chomp. Block. Chomp. Rah! Nom 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 nom. Ah! Yeah, just let me eat, thank you. And then we move on. I really don't have much in the way of cleave, so kind of single target here, but sorry about this. And coming up next, taking a bunch of bites out of him. It took like 6 bites out of him. Okay. Let me in. Dogs everywhere. About to scare that dog, I'm sorry. Alright, sorry about this, doggy. Okay. Yep. There's so many of you guys, it's so annoying. I like how you all can see the icons of like the difficulty that I'm dealing with, right? Which is just seasons, so it's not a lot at all. But I'm glad that like if you're streaming, people can see, you know, what difficulty you're running on, so they know whether or not you're bad. Bite, bite, bite. Nice bite animation is one of the new wolf things, or just a part of the feeding animation. Hello, Rage. They have a new thing called the what do they call it? Prowler, I think. This is called Prowler mode, and Prowler mode allows you to like, I think you can see traps and stuff really well, but you can also sneak up on certain humanoid enemies and basically Blade of Woe them. Some of the animations are pretty good. Actually, all of them are pretty good. One of them, I think they said they had to dial back because it broke their ESRB rating. That's what they said. They said, like, what are the changes? They had to dial back, and I'm assuming it was probably one of the animations. And then sometimes I just howl and they die. I don't know why. I don't know why. Wait, let's just back away for a second. Okay. She's like, oh, it's just a werewolf. They're everywhere here, you know. It's the Grey Host. There's werewolves literally everywhere. But this is not a friendly werewolf. Come on. Come on. Crap, crap, crap. No. I don't know why. Oh my god. There we go again. It's just like howling and they die. I don't understand why it does that. I think it's like, if it doesn't find a pathing, if there's no pathing for the character, then it probably just defaults to a howl. But there's a lot of pathing, so I don't understand.
Nice of you to join us.
Hi, sorry, I got really distracted. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Anyway, lots of good werewolf changes. They died of fear, exactly, scared them to death. So, lots of good werewolf changes. I think my personal favorite is the fact that you can just be werewolf outside of combat all the time. You don't need to worry about having to keep your transformation up. You can literally just hang out as a werewolf as long as you want. I could be sitting here for 4 years, and I'd still be a werewolf. So, that's really neat. It definitely helps with like character roleplay a lot. And also, you've got like,
I don't understand.
You've got attack animations.
What am I supposed to do with these flasks?
Neutral.
Into trouble? Throw one of them at the source. Then get out of the way.
So you can do attack. This is basically like if your weapon is sheathed, and then you can press the. Sorry, let's try that again. This is your weapon being unsheathed, and then this is sheathed, right? So you get your own little attack mode, not attack mode. So that's kind of nice.
I'm not sure what's in these flasks, but Fen told me not to shake them, or drop them, or breathe on them too hard. Let's get inside and find the ritual site before the Harrow Storm begins.
As I understand it, a vampire called Lady Esenia controls Greymore Keep. She welcomed the Grey Host and has been working with them to undermine Western Skyrim. The very stones of this keep. I sense something. We need to be on our guard.
I was you trying to take some of your screens about freaking out about a time limit? Yep, true. It is better now. They really are just better.
According to the Raven Watcher's research, no one actually owns the castle. Powerful individuals claim it from time to time, but the keep endures. Lady Yesenia is just the latest to occupy its halls. Why she's working with the Ashen Lord? Who can say? A feeling, like the very stones have been infused with powerful magic. It seems familiar, but it's also intense. I need some time to sort out and make sense of what I'm detecting.
Alright, well.
Fen and Svanna weren't as helpless as I imagined. Still, it took all my skill not to draw the entire Grey Host down upon us. Let's get inside and look for that ritual.
Thank you so much, Gork Bear Orc, for the follows. Appreciated. We need to keep moving and killing to keep up the wolf unless you had a build that could help retain the form. I didn't know there was one.
We're about to enter the very heart of the Grey Host, and that's what you're thinking about? Get your head in the moment. We'll need you at your best.
Wait, what did I just ask? Dang it, I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. What did I ask?
Fen and Svanna
Oh, how'd you get here before I did? Oh. Well, I mean, honestly, I understand how, because I was fucking around. Whoa. Well, I guess it's really not that much of a surprise that this was here before even the Dwemer were. Because the Dwemer probably didn't arrive here until, like...
Split up and find the ritual site. We need to disrupt it.
800, maybe? First era... No,
that
that's
sense.
stupid. No, never mind. Sorry.
I'll go with our friend.
First era... 600? 650? I don't know. Maybe something like 600. $800, what the heck?
Kind's breath, this place. Nothing in the Blue Palace even comes close. Who built it and why? The wealth alone. Is that how they tempted my father? How can you ask such a question?
I'm asking really stupid
I need
questions.
to
I'm sorry.
understand why my father betrayed my mother and our people. Why he turned away from me. If we don't figure that out, it could happen again. Any one of us could be swayed by promises of wealth and power.
Yeah, what if he was stupid, though? Not sure if there's an official one, but the werewolf players you play with were able to keep the werewolf for a really long time when he wasn't eating? You don't know. Weird.
You heard Lyris. We need to find the ritual site. I'll go with you. If the Harrow Storm will be as large as Fargrim claimed, the ritual site must be equally enormous. It shouldn't be too difficult to spot. The structure extends all the way into Blackreach's ceiling, placing it almost directly below Solitude. It stands to reason that the ritual site will be on the keep's upper levels, closer to the target of their Harrow Storm. So, we need to go up.
Up we go. The Vestige is powerful to ask so many stupid questions because, we're just like all brawn but no brain.
We've seen some amazing things in Blackreach, but this castle, it's beautiful and disturbing at the same time. And it's full of Grey Host warriors, so be careful. Now take Fen and see if you can find the ritual site. Do we have a choice? Time is running out and this place is too big for one group to search quickly. Our chances get a whole lot better if you go one way and we go the other. Just watch each other's backs. We don't get to try this twice.
Wow. Dang. Vampires are so ornate. This is a lot of time brain cells when they got their soul yanked out. Sorry, all of my brain cells were in my animus. So. I need a skill point really bad. Or did I get one? No, I didn't. Okay. So, let's go ahead and... Alright. Can I have a hallway scene? Can I have like a Star Wars hallway scene, please? I can do that too, bro. Yeah. I'm hearing blood spilling. I can only assume it's my own. Okay, so he's about to be under 25%, which means I'm now just gonna keep biting and biting and biting and biting. I got a Falmer thing to scry. This guy is a narcissist. He probably asked, put up pictures of me everywhere. I'm sorry, what is that? Reanimated cat. There's just like a dead cat walking around. Okay. Fun. I already read this one. There's a weird diagram of a heart, which is cool.
This book. I recognize the handwriting. It's Singalis'.
I'm sorry about that.
It's more of his research. Harrowstorms, witch pikes.
It must be hard for him to read through that.
How it all worked together for the benefit of the Grey Host. This might be something. I just need to skim through these assumptions and incantations. What's this? Instructions on the placement of runes throughout Greymore. All the way to... My gods! This entire tower! It's a witch pike! The magic I sensed earlier. It was familiar because it's the same magic used in the Harrowstorm rituals.
Oh.
Don't you see? This entire keep is the ritual site. They turned the tower into a witch pike. But at the scale, it's inconceivable.
I don't remember this at all. I don't remember this part.
I'm not sure we can destroy this tower. We need to keep going. Find a way to disrupt the ritual. But I think I understand what they're doing. Singalis found a way to release the Grey Host from Coldharbour by using the Harrowstorms. The Harrowstorms steal life energy and use it to pull the souls of the Grey Host out of Coldharbour and into the Grey Reliquaries. It's quite ingenious. How they reincorporate, though. It has something to do with those stone husks, I think. Oh, most certainly. Perhaps even a way to reverse the effects of the Harrowstorms and restore the Harrowed. If the notes are complete, it would just require study.
I've killed a lot of Harrowed, so... Like Harrow Fiends?
Unfortunately, we lack all three of those
I hope
at
not.
the moment.
Okay. So what's cool about 2020's story? They don't. I think they kind of go into this a bit before Markarth. There's a prologue quest before Markarth, and they do touch upon like the story of the Grey Host. But they're kind of like, you know, is it legend or is it true? There is a lot of truth to it. Obviously, there's a lot of hard fact about who they were. But basically, and this was. The Grey Host was written into the lore back in like 2014, so it was 6 years before they even showed up, like, in Greymore. But, essentially, you know, big army of werewolves and, werebats and vampires and all that stuff, and, I think they came from Verkarth. It's kind of a place that has a lot of connection to them. It's like their home base, their headquarters. They, essentially, they would rampage across, Hammerfell, and they were trying to go north from this area in Hammerfell. They were trying to go into High Rock, right? And that's very hard because they literally have to break through the Bankarai garrison. This was like first era. I want to say somewhere around the 2200s. I could be wrong, but maybe. But they tried to break through the garrison, and so basically there was this huge siege. The Bretons are trying to fend them off, and they're losing. Obviously, like you're dealing with vampires and werewolves, and eventually they're going to break free. They essentially needed some extra time for reinforcements to arrive and save them, and they were running out of it. So according to the story, there was a priest of Arche named Saint Pelin, and he was a priest of, like, here's their like chapel here. He was either a priest or just some member of the chapel, but he was watching all of the violence go down, and he allegedly prayed to Arche to grant him a way to fend off the Grey Host. So he literally tossed himself over the wall. Like, I'm gonna assume on this side, tosses himself over the wall, and he lands, and he starts bleeding profusely. Like, he starts bleeding more than anyone can bleed. Like, he's like a fountain of blood. Did I say Arche? He prays to Arche. I think he prays to Stendarr, if I recall correctly. And so he's just like this all-you-can-eat of blood, right? So you have vampires and werewolves and werebats, and they really just can't help themselves. They're like, well, there's blood, right? I mean, that's what we want. We want blood, so they just swarm him. They're killing each other just to get to him, I assume. Like, it's just this huge dog pile, and so they're not attacking anymore. And then by the time they come to their senses, reinforcements arrive, and they are completely just wiped out. So obviously this is because Pelin like prayed to a god for some way to save his people. You're gonna hear about Saint like Pelin and blood as like a theme. Like I think like the clot of Saint Pelin is the thing you can scry. Saint Pelin also appears in Tales of Tribute, and one of the ways that you can, I think his patron thing is that you have to sacrifice an agent, or a sacrificed agent gives you a buff. That is because he sacrificed himself, and so he was a big deal. I think there's even now Knights of Saint Pelin named after him. The Grey Host die. Obviously, they're completely beaten, completely humiliating, by the way, and they are interred in the Unhallowed Grave. All their remains are kept there, and guarded by the Pyre Watch to make sure that no one would disturb the remains of such an awful enemy force. Obviously, that doesn't go so great, does it? Because the Grey Host, as it comes back to life, starts gathering up their remains, putting them in reliquaries, and carting them off. But it's not really... It doesn't really do much, because you still have to deal with the foundational issue with the Grey Host, and that is that the Grey Host's leader, Styric, made a deal with Molag Bal, and the bad part of the deal was that when any of them die, they all go straight to Cold Harbor. It doesn't matter if you're a werewolf or a vampire or a werebat. You go right to Cold Harbor if you die. That was part of the deal that this guy made. Literally, just like, I don't even think there was like that we know what the good part of the deal was. We just know that the bad part of the deal was that any of the Grey Hosts die, they go to Cold Harbor, and they are within Molag Bal's clutches. So obviously when they all get wiped out because they're distracted by Pelin, they all just go straight to Cold Harbor. And Rada al-Saran, who survives, he's like, that's my family, and now they're in just like eternal damnation in Oblivion. So he's trying to get them out. So I don't know what deal Styric made. We just know the bad part of the deal. But like, this guy was just terrible at deals, apparently. That's like why would anyone make that deal, you know? Imagine if your leader was like, yeah, you know, if you die, you just go straight to this Daedric Prince's clutches. The Daedric Prince of Domination, too. You know, like one of the worst ones that you can choose, if not the worst one. Like, the guy's gonna turn your souls into chains or something. I don't know. It's the worst deal of all time. But that's what he did. And you can even hear Rada al-Saran. He makes a couple references to Styric and how much he just hates him. Because it's just such a stupid deal. I don't know if I have any books on Pelin, but even if I did, I'm not on the character that has eidetic memory. So I cannot see, but Pelin's an interesting figure, obviously a very legendary figure, and so people are kind of like unsure about what's true and what's not about his legend, but I think it's believable. I mean, it's like we've seen intervention from powers in certain ways. You know, for example, you've seen Martin Septim sacrifice himself and then like becomes like an avatar of Akatosh. So Akatosh was definitely involved in that. So it's not really too out of, you know, nowhere to assume that Stendarr might have helped him out a bit. But yeah, interesting story, and that was all written for ESO's base game, and then Greymoor decided to combine Rada al-Saran with the Grey Host, because I don't think he originally was supposed to be a Grey Host member. But Rada al-Saran is also mentioned in ESO's base game. If you go to Lecky's Blade, like right around out here, there's a lady that tells a story about Lecky versus Rada al-Saran because it's an old legend. But nothing about him being a vampire, I don't think. So I don't really know when that happened, but we do know that Rada is Yokudan, right? So he probably was a vampire at that time. Rada is literally, like, from Yokuda. That's how old he is. I'm really trying to remember if Pelin like called upon RK or Stendarr. I'm literally trying to remember. At that point, the Bretons were worshipping like more imperialized deities, and I'm pretty sure it was due to exposure from like the Alessian Empire and their overextension. There we go. See, there we go again. No pathing, so I just howl and they die. But there's really nothing else you can do, because you can do it from such a long ways away. It can't work like the Blade of Woe, right? Because, like, what do you do with the Blade of Woe if people are really far away from you? You can't get them. Prowling works from a distance, which means that they have to have some way you can kill an enemy from a distance, and all that werewolves have is a howl, so they just go, "Ow!" Am I allowed to do that? Wait, I think I just went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Oh shit, I can't go back the way I came. Shit, dang it. Crap, okay, hold on. See, there we go again. Okay, well, it gave me like a second. Never mind, that was just for the hunger. I went the wrong way and I'm mad. God damn it. The nerve. Leather Dragon Wolf. That'd be a funny April Fool's prank. That'd be funny. I just be like, no, what are you talking? Like, this has always been me. Okay. We're gonna go the right way. I don't know where that skeever has been. I don't know where it's been, but I know where it is now. For God's sakes. Ah! I had to get one of them.
There they are!
Hello.
Lyris, Svanna, I think this entire tower functions as a witch pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
I like the awkward moment where she just looks over like, there's a guy yelling. Holy chew toy, Batman. Yeah, isn't it? It's fun to watch. Good God. This is pretty cool.
It's part of the process, Svargrim. It's exquisite. My master.
Okay, you're being weird about this, Fargrim.
You are attuned to Greymore. The storm will be yours to command. Rise, Svargrim, and unleash my storm upon Solitude. Then the last of the Grey host shall be reborn.
The Ashen Lord. He turned Svargrim into the heart of his Herostorm.
Look, he's got to die then.
Moving higher up the tower. We need to follow them. This place. It makes my skin crawl.
This is probably not the time to bring this up.
We need to find my father and stop the Herostorm.
I mean, like, we already mentioned this.
You mean we're running around inside one of those awful things? That's deeply disturbing. And also kind of brilliant. All the more reason to find my father and put an end to this threat once and for all.
Right, we gotta blow it up.
You and Fen take these stairs.
Why are we going down?
Anna and I will go this way.
Why are we going down?
Look, the Grey Reliquary. It's massive. Just like the storm they planned to unleash on the city.
Wait, like, this is a Grey Reliquary? Like, there's ashes in this thing? What the heck? Is that? That's wild. Will you guys stop having your backs to the walls, please? It's making it very hard for me to kill you. Yeah. Alright, almost there, almost there. Chomp, 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 block, chomp. There we go. Yum, num, 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 num. Okay, now we're going back up. God damn it. Did they patch it? It didn't used to happen that much. Did they patch it within a few days? I recall there being a portion here where it clones, like, Fenorian a bunch or something. It was very annoying. But, like, I can't see that happen because I'm not in a group. But I was in a group when I did it first. You're just increasing my light armor. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Look at that. That's cool. They come out with the whole tarp for it and everything. Ah. Almost there. Once he's under 25, I can just start gnashing. Where'd you come from? Hey! Stop it. Do you still think you can take me? I mean, I just took out this guy. Okay. Just making sure. Nope, no, hold on. No, there's no one here, no one here, no one here, no one here, no one here. I lied! Okay. Whatever. I'm not. Look at that, like, horror movie shot right there. You know, we can't show me actually eating the body, but we can show the legs. Don't mind me, I'm just one of your Grey Host buddies. Hi. Keep forgetting, which one's which? Yeah. Okay. We want to go this way.
Lyris, we found them.
Hi.
Good. This whole place. The Grey Host is preparing to go to war.
Yeah, how'd you get past those guys over there? How'd you do that? Sorry, I couldn't resist. There we go. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. Anything interesting in here, by the way? Nope. They got good pictures set up. They got Safari Grim set up. They got a cute wolf. They got, is that Kyne's Aegis? And Dragon's Bridge. Have the legs twitching and blood seeping around the couch. Yeah, exactly. Alright, going back into the central overlook. This really reminds me of, this reminds me of like a Deadlands tower.
And Rada Al-Saran?
Hey, rad dude. What is up?
Bastard's right in front of us, but he might as well be in a wind helm for all the good it will do. Talk to him. Distract him. Fen and I will try to deal with the barrier.
I mean, if you think the guy could be distracted, but...
That's Rada Al-Saran. But where's my father?
Rada Al-Saran, the Ashen Lord. Whatever he's doing, it's powerful. I've never seen anything like it.
It's weird to think that this is like... This is only halfway through the whole plot, you know? So much, like, big stuff is happening, and this is just a halfway point.
Your persistence begins to annoy me, mortal. You killed my beloved brother and sister, Singalis and Ulfra. I freed them, and you sent them back. Back to the hated Moloch Ball. I will see you suffer for the transgression.
Then drop the barrier, and let's finish this.
As much as it would please me to flay the flesh from your bones.
Coward.
I have more pressing matters to attend to. But know this, as I felt each death, you shall feel it when the Harrow Storm takes every life in Solitude.
shall feel it when you fail. Bold words, but futile. Svargrim rises and the Harrow Storm with him. Once the attunement is finished, they will be unstoppable.
What happened? What did that damn vampire do?
He's merging the power flowing through the keep with Svargrim, giving him control of the Harrow Storm.
Then you must undo it. I'll stay and help. Leaders, you and our friend keep going up and find my father.
Rada al-Saram. He's treating this entire structure the way the Ice Reach Coven treats the Witch Pikes. But he's added a new element into the attunement process. Svargrim. Maybe I can unravel the spell before the attunement is complete. I'm not a mage, but I can try. Go with Lyris. Find Svargrim. If this doesn't work, you'll need to stop him before he unleashes the Harrow Storm on Solitude. With a storm that big, they'll have more than enough power to resurrect the Grey Host.
I'll stay with Fen. Help him break the Ashen Lord's spell. It may not stop the Harrow Storm, but we have to try. You and Lyris search for my father. If we fail, you need to be in position to do whatever is necessary. Am I? I'm not sure of one damn thing at this particular moment in time. But we need to do whatever it takes. Risk anything to save Solitude. Now go. And may Kyne go with you.
He does have a staff. He knows some magic, but he wouldn't consider himself a mage. He's more of an alchemist.
While they attack one front, we attack the other. With any luck, one of us will figure out how to stop this coming storm.
I need violence! Please tell me I was supposed to go through there. Blah! Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember this. This is where it cloned Lyris. Okay, so it wasn't Fen, it was Lyris, I guess. My god, look at all of them! Look at all these stone husks. What the heck? Ah! Whoa! I'm really glad not all of them are going after me. That would be, not good. Yeah, I noticed.
The stone husks are moving. We'll have to fight our way through. Those waves of energy. Whatever Rada al-Saran is doing, it's similar to the Harrow Storm rituals. Somehow it's bringing these stone husks to life. Enough talk. We need to keep moving.
I say this every time, but my favorite thing about the stone husks is the way that they die so dramatically. They're always like, why? Falling to their knees.
Keep moving. Don't let them surround us.
They're so weird. I'll just eat the husk. Whispers is among them. Was she a Grey Host member? She died in the first era? Because I mean, like, what they use the remains, and they utilize the Harrow Storms to animate the remains inside the husks that are like chrysalises, but they hit you really hard. But my question is, like, do they already like have the remains in these at the moment, or because they're probably in that reliquary? It like took out its core. That's so weird. I didn't know they did that. Hold on. I'm surprised it took so long to do this. Why do I have so much of this? That's not good at all. Yeah, betrayed by Rada after she found the Grails wiped out her village to put in the coffin stasis, sort of like Serana and Skyrim.
Dead end.
We weren't able to stop.
I see a door though.
It's just getting stronger.
A tower. It must lead to the upper levels.
I mean,
I need
yeah.
time to get that door open.
Everyone, protect Fen.
Ah, yeah, everyone loves a good old protection mission. Copious amounts of violence. Ah. Oh wow, he's shielded. Whoa! Come on, come on. I need to eat somebody. Come on. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Yep. Ah, God. Trying to jump over that AoE. Here I go. That actually worked completely. Okay, here I go. Bite, 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 bite. God. Bite. Enough with the lasers, please. Well, at least Fen's not being attacked. And here we go! Ah! Oh, okay, that was cool. Yeah. Alright.
More into the upper levels now. Hurry.
Just smash the door open. After waking up, she fights Leaf a couple times before going on a revenge spree, slaughtering the Grey Host. Send them back to Cold Harbor.
Damn magic! Give me something to hit!
The magic. It's Al-Saran. The attunement is almost complete.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
The attunement is complete.
Gotta go, gotta go.
I leave the harrowing of solitude to you. Remember your oath.
There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. No camera view though. So what's cool about using like slaughter and stuff is that it actually does fear enemies in front of them. So if enemies are within a general distance, it'll put out a wave of fear so they won't interrupt what you're doing. They'll just kind of be like, oh god. She ends up moving into Leaf's attic like a bat in the attic. That's it? That's all you're gonna do? Oh shit! Spawn, are you okay?
Oh, do you feel that?
We're all just gonna get attacked again.
Standing on end. We're getting closer to my father, but the Hero Storm is coming.
I'm like, about your father. What? That's. Oh, we got attacked. I was like.
I know. He probably had a hand in my mother's death. And he apparently willingly sided with the Grey Host and became a vampire. We're going to have to kill him. But that's not something I ever thought I'd need to contemplate. Patricide.
It's like they're like, we're gonna need to kill this guy, Steven.
Thank you, but let's see what happens when we get there. I won't shirk my duty, my responsibility. But he's still my father. You understand that, right? Enough of this. We need to find him now.
The correct reaction? We've seen your buddy chewed on by a werewolf? Exactly.
So high up, but still far beneath the ground.
That's a cool observation. Okay, so who can I chew on here? This guy seems not. They're moving towards me. Well, claws, but good enough. Hey! I'm getting better at it. I'm probably gonna end up howling at this guy, but let's see if I can, like... Oh. Yeah, there. It's just... I just howl out. He's like, holy shit! Oh, man. Alright. So I guess, like, while you're prowling, you're very, very sneaky, but you still move fast. So I don't need to, like, toggle my walk or anything, I guess. Which is good. I just need to get used to not using it. See? I'm getting better at it. And nothing's here to stop me. Well, I'm glad that was easy. I'm glad that there wasn't anything dangerous in this room other than this one guy that I was chewing on. Tasted good, by the way. Kind of like sour cream and onion. Which is ironic, considering that they're vampires, I guess. Wait, no, hold on. That's garlic. Yeah. Oh, hey, Spawn! I'm sorry, Spawn. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not a very aware wolf, you see. I mean, you need to keep your ult charge above like 80. 80 ult charge, I guess, is how it works, and you'll keep yourself from devolving back into your non-werewolf form. But I've only had it happen a few times. It's very, very, very easy to stay in your werewolf form, from what I understand, and especially like once you really keep tabs on your ult charge. So, is ult charge still an ESO term? Am I just using an Overwatch term? There we go. Okay, we want to go this way.
You abandoned me in our moment of triumph. What game do you play, Rada al-Saran?
Game? I gave you power. If you can't conquer Skyrim, the fault is your own.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Lyris, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What is it now, Fen?
Oh, nothing. Just...
Good lord. Goodness gracious. Can you like see, is this like an actual, it is, it's actually like in the map, so you can see someone up here. I mean, they probably wouldn't render, but you know. Dang, what the heck? This, seriously, after the whole, like, all the towering pinnacles and big stone walls, this is the bridge they have? Did the rest of it fall? I mean, come on. It was a long way down. Welcome to Castle Dower, oldest section of Solitude. Contains a number of distinct locations within the certain walls, including the ancient fortress and Temple of the Divines and the newer Tower of the Wolf. Hey, it said I need to charge my weapon, but who cares? I'm a wolf.
If my calculations are correct, this tunnel will take us to the Temple of the Divines.
Fenorian's a
From
nerd.
there we can slip into the Castle Dower and the Tower of the Wolf. Get to the surface and make our way up to the Tower of the Wolf. Then do whatever it takes to keep Svargrim from calling the Harrowstorm down upon the city. Child's play, wouldn't you say?
We're close to the surface. You can feel the fresh air. I'm pretty sure. I think this is how the Grey Host forces were able to sneak into the Temple of the Divines and take control of that location. Go fast, but try to be stealthy. Maybe we can surprise them like they surprised the Sword Thane's soldiers.
These tunnels.
They're pretty noisy,
How long
though.
have they been here? Is this why my father sealed off his precious tower? To hide them?
Yes.
Svargrim has much to answer for. Much to answer for indeed. Rada al-Saran not only turned my father into a vampire, he merged him with Greymore Keep. We should be thankful that the process has taken as long as it has. I don't think we have much longer, though. We need to reach him before the storm breaks.
These tunnels look freshly dug. The Grey Host has certainly been busy.
Oh my god. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of EXP.
Harrow Fiends. Is that what became of the heron Svargrim brought to Castle Dower?
Well, at least the cage isn't open. Still going up a bit. Really easy to fear these guys.
Up ahead. That's the temple's undercroft.
Well. I hear that light attacking, you know, I mean, we all know that light attacking keeps your ult up, but it's a primary objective when you're a werewolf. You want to keep those ult numbers. Okay, well here's the Temple of the Divines. But they have something set up over there. Level up! Nom nom nom. You can't go back in here, I don't think. I think this is like a one-time thing. Yeah, I mean, you can go in here in Skyrim, you know, so. But it's all vampirified. You see that they've got Stoon, they've got Akatosh. I mean, obviously, because like I said, you've got the like Imperial influence. You got Zenithar here. You got Julianos, but he was originally a Nordic gun anyway. Got the Bella. Sorry, I got a message. But look at this. This is kind of a cool detail, right? You see this? There is...
What did they do to this place?
Oh, that's kind of cool. Savannah has a little quote she says. So you've got Molag Bal right here. You can't... Let me move it so you can see. You got a little shrine to Molag Bal, right? So, yeah, like a little book and a cup, a goblet of some blood and some red candles. But the thing is, it's like, okay, well, how did they make a space? Well, obviously, they pushed Arcade to the ground. Because, I mean, like, there would be no better god to choose than Arcade. Just, like, yeet it to the ground. It's a fun little detail.
Princess Lana!
Sup?
It's begun.
Oh, okay.
Off the Tower of the Wolf. The storm's only partially formed.
My father's up there. Open the gates and let's go.
But the Harrow Fiends below the temple. If they escape into the streets.
You and I will keep that from happening. Take the princess and deal with Svargrim, partner.
Yes.
I like how she's like, take Savannah, like, take Savannah to witness this. I don't think she wants to.
Behind us. Get to the tower and stop Svargrim. We'll hold the gates.
Ah. This is the dog barking in the street. Poor doggy.
Up the stairs.
Oh man, I can't get you. I can't get you guys. Really? Okay, fine, whatever. Maybe something. I don't know. Maybe something was just awry. Don't just stand there, dog. Do something. Oh, is that? Oh, that's the guy's. That's the guy's dog. Sorry, my Discord messages. That's the guy's dog. I see. Aww. Okay, well he's fine. He's fine. I have to make sure that he stays fine. Let's go do a thing. Crap! I had my chance and I wasted it. That would have been awesome, but definitely would have freaked the guy out or freaked her out. Dumb. Yeah, yep. I know I'm a werewolf, but I'm one of the good ones. Man, this quest really takes you everywhere, doesn't it? Alright. You! I feel better now. Okay, I have to climb this thing. It's just... Oh wait, no I don't, never mind. We're good, we're just up here.
To bear witness to my ascension,
You're not too scary.
beyond anything you can imagine. Behold!
Okay, can I talk to her about this?
My father really has become a monster. Let's end this, one way or another.
Okay. Oh, it goes even taller than this, too. Alright, then. This might be a terrible idea. Might be a terrible idea. Alright. I mean, he's the final boss of the chapter, you know? So... Okay. Here goes. No, I still don't have a skill point. Alright, well. I never thought I would actually be hesitant to face off against a quest boss, you know, just because I up the difficulty, you know? It's just, it's weird. But, ah! Come on. I just have to remember. Okay, sets him off balance. What else you got? What do you got, huh? You've got ads? That's just food for me. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck? What was that? What was that? What was that? What was he doing to me? I don't know what he's doing to me. I've never played on this difficulty before. I mean, it doesn't affect what abilities he uses, I know. It's just a random thought. I've never used this difficulty before, so. Ah. Man, I really wish I could sneak behind you, dude. I can do some killer damage if you don't know I'm coming. Alright, let's go! Let's do some off balance. Ah, God. It's slowing me down a lot. Come on. Get down here! Ugh. You better stay within sight. Oh, come on! I should have said that. Oh, shit! 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 Fuck! 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 You go, Svanna. You're not afraid to shoot at your dad with an arrow. She really knows how to lock in. Can I eat this? Thank you. If you're not gonna, you know. My armor's broken. I ain't wearing any clothes. I specifically became a werewolf so I wouldn't have to wear any clothes. Can't get away from me. Okay, alright, here we go. Don't you dare do the ad thing again. Don't. I know you wanna. Don't. Oh wait, there's still an ad that's alive. I could use this to my advantage. Assuming that he doesn't summon more ads. Oh god, that hurts. Okay. Svanna, just don't kill that guy. Oh. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Okay. I just hit him. I just hit him. I should have done that. It was my rabid instincts. Ugh! Come on, man. Once I get you to 25%, you will regret being born. Oh, God. Get me out of here. Alright, crowd around, guys. Oh, wait. Hold on, hold on. I need these guys. I just realized I'm getting low. Come on. Come on, back up, back up. I need these guys. Come on, here we go. Oh wait, there's a gargoyle. Oh, that's annoying. But I can bite a gargoyle like anyone else. Oh. Okay. Alright, more ads. That's just fine with me. You see me? I can like wave dash. No items. Werewolf only. Tower of the Wolf. Come on. I'm building my charge back up, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Like, I'm not committing to any violence yet. Because I'm like, my charge was going down. Svanna will be fine. You can build up your charge through consuming corpses, but you can also do, like I said, light attacks. Keeps your charge up. You don't want to drop below 80. This is weird. This is giving me like, Infinite Archive vibes, you know? It's like, this is not a boss that should be taking me this long. But it is. Okay, good. Here we go! You're close, dude. You're close! Come on! Almost there. I'm just gonna keep biting his feet. You will never wear shoes again. Come. Oh shit! 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 God, what the hell? Oh good, you came in just in time. Oh, what the hell? The stuns, though, they suck. Okay, I don't really need to feed right now. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you down 5% more, and then I'm gonna activate... God damn it, where'd you go? I'm gonna take him down a little bit more, and I'm gonna activate my ultimate, and then... I am going to just... It'll just be gnashing of teeth. Rip and tear. Come on, man. It's almost. Here we go. Okay. No, he keeps running. I thought you were supposed to be strong. Okay. Come on. Almost, 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 almost. Rampage! Here we go. Now, bite! Bite! Off balance. Bite, already at 22%. Already at 20%. Just keep biting the fucker. I just need to remember what key does what, you know, I'm still new to this. Come on. God. These little minions are making it hard. Alright. Holy shit! Holy shit, is he dead? Did that potion just straight up kill him? That potion just kill. I mean, I was like, wow, it did. Hold on, can I? I mean, like, just turn the other way, Svanna. Just turn the other way. I'm just no. It's a little bit awkward that we still have some minions to deal with here, but you know. Oh my god, they won't stop. What the heck? Oh, the storm's dissipated, so you know. Oh my god. These are still like bloodied. They're like gushing with blood. I don't know why, but oof. Well, you put up a fight.
We shouldn't remain here. You go on ahead. I just need a moment.
Okay. The wolf emerges from the tower of the wolf. Ah. Well, glad to see that they already put you guys back on duty, I guess. I accidentally clicked respect. That's fine. We'll just... Honestly, at the moment, I don't even know what I want. Oh, here she is. I can't exactly be a werewolf right now.
Everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, Solitude is saved.
Wait, when did the tower explode? Oh. Okay. I don't remember...
It's done. We killed my father and ended the Harrowstone. The city still stands. Skyrim still stands. Although the Tower of the Wolf may have been damaged beyond repair.
That's cool, though.
No, of course not. My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart. But there was a darkness there. Jealousy, bitterness. He wanted to control all of Skyrim. For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I'm not entirely sure what they're after. Enough of this. I need to get to work. With my father gone, someone has to pick up the pieces and restore the holds. First, on behalf of Western Skyrim, take this with my thanks. We would have been lost without you. Then rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to, buildings repaired. Other wounds will take longer. We'll have more to do soon enough. Whatever Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host were planning, I think the worst is behind us as far as Western Skyrim is concerned. With Svargrim dead, their grip on the holds comes to an end. Not officially. At least I don't think so. I feel like the whole world's crumbling around me. But the city's still standing, so that's something. I'm more worried about our friends. We left Lyris and Fen to hold of a horde of Harrow fiends. Hopefully they were able to hold the courtyard and keep those monsters out of the city. You go on ahead and check on them. I need to collect myself. Solitude needs Princess Svanna now. And I'm not quite ready to be her. Thank you. Help them and anyone else as best you can. I'll do the same. Once you're done with them, I'll find you and we can figure out what to do next. Gods, I hope so. Haven't we dealt with enough already? I need to see what happened firsthand. All the suffering and pain my father caused. I can't undo it, but I can make amends. Or at least try to.
Well, man, that did a bit of a number on my armor and stuff. Well, I guess I could have just gone to a merchant, but whatever. I would get so many of those these days. Yeah, I can't be a werewolf here. Nope, no, no. I think that's probably a pretty good place to end it. Which I did like 2 quest lines. I think it's more like 1.5, I think. Because I think I started midway through one. Yeah, I mean, like, some of these... I mean, granted, I do sit there and listen to every bit of dialogue, and I also read books and stuff, so maybe it's not fair to say they take a while, but... I think some of them do take a while, you know? And... I mean, that's a good thing. You know, you want... Honestly, in my opinion, quests should be pretty dang long, because you really want that good experience. And then also you got the side quests and stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in Greymoor. You know, I mean, you got the Bard's College, like, collecting the instrument stuff. You got scrying, which will be huge when it becomes, like, free for everybody. Hero Storms are tough. Blackreach is beautiful. I mean, like, once people start getting Greymoor and they start scrying and stuff, then you're gonna see, like, players going everywhere, you know? Because scrying basically just tells players to go to every, like, bit of content in the game, just about. And so when everyone has access to it, I feel like we're gonna see a lot more population, like, spreading out and doing more things. So that'll be fun. It's also got some really good public dungeons as well. Alright. I don't exactly want to lose my place here, so... Let's just look for somebody to raid. Oh, my dog. I like how my I don't see the other, I don't see like an oh my dog emote if there is one, so it just says oh my dog. Let's see. Let's go to Doryu, because I want to tell him about the werewolves. I mean, I did, but I'll tell him about how just amazing they are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I probably won't be live tomorrow. I'll probably try to be live Saturday and Sunday. If I am live tomorrow, I'll probably post about it. Maybe on Blue Sky if I remember to, but, you know. We will see, but yeah, Saturday should be like 8 p.m. Central and Sunday should be 7. Give me a minute to get the raid ready. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really hope I'm not raiding into a raid. Hi, Craze. I'll probably still be awake for a while, so you can text me, but I am ending stream. It's already like 2:30. Bye.